What's up guys, Nolan here, and as we go into our first weekend for this wipe, there's probably a lot of people out there who haven't gotten a chance to play yet or still trying to figure out the new stuff, so hopefully this video helps you understand it all. There's a lot of small things that were secret changes, so if you think I missed something or have any questions, let me know in the comments or yell at me on Twitter or Discord. In terms of new content, realistically, there really isn't a lot. This is very much a test tech patch. We got some new gear and new guns, pretty much just the ones that we saw in Tarkov TV. In terms of those new guns, the break action rifle you get pretty early, but the rest are somewhat rare or high level stuff, with the new Lapua bolt-action rifle and grenade launcher understandably being very rare, of course. Loads of new items for crafting and required for the hideout, as well as quest requirements have been added. Check out the current stuff that you're building, working on, or up towards to not miss out on anything. I'm still not sure if all of the new streamer items are required for Kappa yet, including mine, but it's only a matter of time until the speedrunners get to the collector. I'm pretty sure there's a lot of people hovering around the 30 mark, even just a little over 2 days in. So again, only a matter of time until they let us know. The lighthouse expansion is very straightforward, with the lighthouse island now being open. There is one bridge to get across, then there's a group of buildings at the front. Right now there's only one door in and out of that new area, not including that single gate in the bridge, so be careful for campers there. What's interesting is for such a small group of buildings, the loot is pretty damn good. I really do suggest trying to get out there, as long as you're careful of your surroundings, of course. Maybe if you're rolling with a couple people, leave someone behind to guard the end of the bridge, and then you can switch off every other raid or something like that. We ended up going across and we didn't really hit too many problems, but it was late in the raid when we got there. The mines are still active around the lighthouse building itself, so if you try to walk up to it, you will die. Everywhere else on the island is okay. Just stay away from the lighthouse building itself. When it comes to the new water treatment plant areas, there are the little side rooms in each of the large buildings. Almost all of them are open now, and the windows are also accessible now, so we have more entrances into the large buildings. We also have access to the roofs of the large buildings as well, which there is loads of loot up there too. In the train yard, there's one new area which is kind of interesting. They're growing weed or something in there. I'm not exactly sure what it is because it doesn't actually look like weed, but whatever. It's got some tech, industrial, and medical spawns in there, so it is definitely worth checking out. Airdrops are different now, so depending on which crates drop, you'll get something different, and the red flare that you use to call in an airdrop has it drop exactly where the red flare is, so be very careful not to shoot it off the map or into otherwise inaccessible areas. All keys have durability now, if you didn't know that, and they have been lowered from the standards that they were at previously. With that, there's been some changes to tasks as well as general spawns for high-ticket items and enemies. BSG very clearly made more adjustments this wipe to trying to extend the early and mid-wipe lifespan. They added scav tasks, but you can only gain access to them after you've built your intel center in the hideout. Scav or PMC level does not matter, you just need the intel center. Speaking of tasks, there's loads of changes to the old, and they've added a bunch of new, so make sure you actually pay attention to each one that you accept, even the first few, and look out for new ones popping up each level or time that you've completed one. Also remember to check dailies and weeklies, as you can replace the ones that you don't like now too. The offline co-op mode is in, except it's only available to those who have EOD, and you do not get to choose any normal offline settings. The only thing that you can do is choose whether or not to spawn with the people that you're bringing in with you. You cannot change the AI number or anything. Otherwise, it is the same. You don't lose gear and you don't progress. The new animations are really cool. It does add a lot to the aesthetic of the game, and in case you didn't know, it's just much smoother, and it will make you run differently depending on the weapon that you are holding. The sound changes are interesting, but at times broken to the point where you don't hear anything, so keep that in mind. You can find it happening with AI a lot, where they will move up on you or around you, or even up loud things like stairs, and you just don't hear a thing. So again, be careful with that, but the update today might have fixed some of that, so we'll see. Speaking of sounds, you'll notice noises made by objects being dropped and bodies falling, so just know that that's the thing now. Don't get scared by it. Another thing that should be fixed with today's update is extracts. The car and train extracts were bugging, so try to use other ones for now unless we know for a fact that they're fixed. The new bosses, the Goon Squad, are really cool. I did a full video breaking them down already yesterday. You'll find that on my homepage and in the description. Now, something I probably didn't make clear enough in yesterday's video is that they are a super rare spawn, but insanely difficult to fight. So really running into them is basically you being unlucky, but hopefully if you understand the video that I made yesterday, when you do get unlucky, you know what to do when you run into them. I highly suggest that you at least understand where they spawn again, shown in that video that I made yesterday. Last but not least, there's been loads of changes to weapons and ammunition. There's just way too many for me to list, so I'm going to drop links to the ballistics charts in the description so that you can check in with your favorites and see what's up. However, generally speaking right now though, there's nothing too crazy. You'll probably only care when you're running mid to late game gear. Otherwise, everything still goes pew and turns people's lights off when you hit them in the face. Like I said at the beginning, this patch is very much a tech test for streets and arena stuff, as well as just the future of the game in general. There's loads of things that require proper testing in here, and having it drop with a wipe gives BSG the data that they need to weed out the problems and get them fixed next up for the bigger stuff later on. Speaking of that, if you are struggling with the game right now when you're running AMD cards or tech, check out the link in the description as there are some fixes for that. Also, as I was recording this video, BSG just posted a fix if you're noticing very low FPS or crashing a lot. You'll find that link down there as well. No sign whatsoever of Lightkeeper or his bodyguard yet as far as I know, but there was supposed to be events and stuff around unlocking him, so I'll keep an eye out for that, along with everything else associated with the new world of Tarkov. Until then, though, good luck this weekend, whether you're running into your first raid of the wipe or the 100th. Quick plug here for the Pray for Wipe and Sons of Soon shirts and hoodies. Link below if you like what you see. Thank you guys for the support. But for more Tarkov news and content, follow me on Twitter or check out these playlists here. If you like this video, then you know the drill. Please subscribe. I really appreciate the people who do. If you're looking for people to play with, check out our Discord. Links below if you're interested. Otherwise, I hope you have a nice day. See you guys.